So I have never done YouTube before. Like I've always wanted to. I remember when it came out and it being such a crazy thing, and then all of a sudden people started vlogging and doing all of that, and I was just like, oh, I wish I could do that, and I just never did. And I have been struggling trying to get sober for over 3 years, and it just never really works out for me. So I figured, why not jump on YouTube and create my own channel doing sobriety. And here I am. So I'm currently doing my makeup, trying to make myself feel somewhat better about myself because I drank way too much yesterday, blacked out, and just regret. So I woke up at 5:20 this morning with a really bad hangover, throwing up, and not really knowing most of my evening. And I am now just vibing through the day, not really sure what I'm doing really, and waiting for Amazon because I'm gonna get one of those Echo Pops, one of the new ones. So I'm excited for that because who doesn't like a new product? And yeah, today is day one of trying to maintain sobriety using YouTube. I mean, I also have a group on one of the apps that I use, which is great because trying to stay accountable throughout alcohol and binging is so difficult. But having people that's there that understand it is quite helpful. Um, but yeah, welcome to my YouTube. I mean, I'm not exactly one of the most interesting people in the world, and there's nothing special about me, just here doing my thing. But, things happen, life's been difficult, so why not try to have some fun doing it? So I'm sat here just doing my makeup, trying to make myself feel and look less rough than I am right now. So I am turning 22 in 2 months, and I really want to be able to sit there on my birthday and not have a drink and be able to spend the day sober and enjoying myself, because the one thing as an alcoholic is trying to have fun without alcohol feels so impossible. And it's not I've maintained sobriety for a few months before, and I could still have fun and enjoy myself. But then once you get that habit back again, it's just so difficult to sit there and feel like you're gonna have fun and be able to enjoy yourself. But I feel if I sit there and actually speak about it, maybe even, help other people by being here, I think that in itself is something that's fun in sobriety. The change and the difference. I think as well for me, the biggest thing, when I'm trying not to drink, is the fact that I just get bored. So I actually start training for a new job next week as an extra care assistant, which again is something that it's so important that I'm sober and maintain that because I want to be able to work and have a life. I mean, I got married in February, and you know, I want a happy marriage. I don't want to be one of those couples that, gets married young and then everything falls apart because one of them can't handle their drink. That's the last thing that I really want out of life. So that is another big thing why I'm here. I mean, I grew up on a council estate. In fact, my mum was very into drugs, and you know, that kind of brings in a whole different dynamic. So I grew up just expecting drugs and alcohol was just a normal part of life, and it wasn't. So I mean, I actually got addicted to class A drugs when I was 15, and I'm now 5 years sober from Class A, which in itself is a whole big feat. Like, that's something that's so difficult to do. I mean, I'm sober because I lost my mum. Like, she died 5 years ago in October, and that was just so difficult. I mean, watching someone that I loved so much die from something that I was also doing, that was something so difficult for me, and it really changed my life, and it really changed my perspective on how, I wanted things to go. So I started changing my life, and I was actually in care at the time. Um, I've been in and out of care since I was a little kid. In fact, I was first put into care when I was 9. So I just noticed like a real bad like line here. That's not okay. Um, so life has not been something that's easy or good. Like, naturally, meet Smudge. She is the most beautiful little cat that just wants to show her bum to the world. Um, and yeah, I mean, but you've just got to stay positive in it. I mean, I turned to drink as like a distraction from all of the negative in my life without realizing that it was eventually going to be something that was going to destroy my life. So that wasn't something that I ever expected, and it did. Like, it just started ruining things. Like, I became a not nice person, so I changed things. Like, I was like, no, I don't want this. So I tried stopping drinking 3 years ago when I met my husband, and I mean, things just got hard again, I guess. Um, then I started drinking again, and I think that's probably one of the biggest regrets. Like, going so far and then going all the way back. That was really difficult. And the beginning of last month, so June, I got really drunk again and was full of regret the next morning and joined an app and started trying to be sober. And it worked for a while. I mean, like, my drink intake is less, I guess, but I just want to be able to stop completely. And learning like the way alcohol affects my body, that's been something that's so crazy for me, because I never understood how alcohol affects like your cortisol levels and things like that. And I was just like, so I've been drinking to try and de-stress, but all it's doing is actually making me more stressed the next day, because then your anxiety is heightened and you're sad and you're worried, and if you're like me and you black out, you have no idea what's happened. So you wonder whether you've hurt someone, whether you've been a horrible person, and I don't want that, like, in my life. Like, I just don't feel like that's the person I want to be. I want to get better. So I was the sort of kid that was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to uni, I'm gonna do this. Like, I had so much motivation, and then it just went to absolute crap, basically. I didn't go to uni, I didn't finish college, and I didn't finish school. That was definitely not something I ever wanted for myself. But I picked myself back up and we moved. But I think the biggest thing for me now is remembering who I was before the alcohol. And I just genuinely, I love doing my makeup, I love art, I love craft. I mean, in fact, this little thing here, I painted this on my wall one day just because I was bored. Um, and yeah, like, that's me. Um, so I figured I'm gonna start YouTube, but I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that gives you a whole fake reality. Like, you're just gonna see me, me and my life, and the good and the bad, and my journey through sobriety. And I hope that maybe this reaches someone, and maybe they want to be sober too. And hopefully, I can help someone. That's like the biggest goal for me. It's like, I want to help people. So hence, like, my new job that I'm going for is a care assistant. So like I said, I start training next week, and I'm so excited about that. But yeah, I mean, life seems so hard sometimes, and I think actually we end up making it harder for ourselves. Because when I really think about it, like everything that's ever happened in my life, I probably started that. I mean, like it's like there's no changing anything, you know, I can't make it all go away, but it made me who I am now. So I guess something good came out. My makeup is really itching my nose. Um, but you know, good things come out of the bad. So I just want to take a second to remind everyone, like if you're trying to stay sober, like it's possible and you can do it. I mean, I'm here back on day one again, but I know that it's not a true day one, you know, because when you learn and you know how to pick up yourself and start getting moving again, it's never the same as it was that day that you first decided that you want to stop drinking. I mean, joining a community of people that are also trying to cut down and quit, that's just been something that's so amazing for me. And it's helped so much. Um, like I really would recommend it to everyone. Like I'm not someone that likes AA and things like that, so I've done an AA meeting, which was quite cool. And I did like it. I did enjoy it, but I just find it really hard sometimes to like stick to getting into the meeting and do all of that, which I probably should get a lot better at because it is important. But I think one of the biggest things people forget to do in their journey is be kind to themselves. Because, oh, that is not good. We use a different one. Yeah, you know, you've got to be kind to yourself. You've got to be able to forgive yourself. Like it's okay if you do fall. Just you know, you need to figure out what went wrong. Like so for me yesterday, like it was really hot, and I'm English and British. When the sun is out, it's just like a natural reflex to drink because you know we don't get the sun here much. Although, as I say that, I realise, quite frankly, we've had the sun a lot recently. Like, and it's been really quite warm too. So I think we had like 30 odd degrees the other day. And again this week. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, welcome to YouTube with me. Welcome to journeying through sobriety. This lipstick is not good to put on. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like, I guess. I think that's what people say now.